You're not stressed, you're dysregulated. And that's good news because stress feels uncontrollable. Dysregulation is trainable. If you've ever woken up at 3 a.m., heart racing, running scenarios, replaying conversations, building arguments that haven't happened yet, nothing has changed, but your body thinks everything has. That's not pressure. That's a nervous system running without an observer. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to regulate. Welcome to the Kathie Owen Perspective. I work with founders, executives, and acquisition leaders inside high-pressure environments, boardrooms, mergers, transitions, where one dysregulated decision can cost millions. I don't teach breathing exercises. I observe human patterns under pressure, and emotional regulation is the foundation of it all. So let's break it down clearly. Emotional regulation is not staying calm. It's not suppressing emotion. It's not pretending everything is just fine. It is the ability to feel fully without becoming the feeling. You can feel the anger without becoming rage. You can feel fear without becoming panic. You can feel urgency without becoming entitlement. That's regulation. And here's the science. Neuroscience proves this. When emotion hits the body, the chemical surge lasts about 90 seconds. 90 seconds! Yes, neuroscience proves this. After that, what keeps it alive is, get this, the story. And the brain loves a story. They disrespected me. This shouldn't be happening. By the way, anytime you say should is a dirty word. I'm in a hurry. They're incompetent. The emotion is the spark. The story is the gasoline. Most people blame the spark, but they keep pouring gasoline. So here's how you regulate. 4 simple steps. First of all, you notice. Second of all, you allow. Third, you interrupt. Fourth, you observe. So let's go over each step. Step 1, you notice the body, not the narrative. The body, tight chest, heat in your face, clenched jaw, tight shoulders. If you can notice sensation, you are already widening. Step number 2, allow the wave. Don't fix it. Don't send the email. Don't escalate. Let it move. Most people fail here. Our brains do that to us, by the way, because they are uncomfortable being uncomfortable. I'm going to repeat that because it's pretty profound. They are uncomfortable being uncomfortable. But regulation requires you sit in the sensation without running. Step number 3, interrupt the story. Ask, what story am I telling right now? Is this fact or is this fear? What else could be true? This is leadership because interpretation under pressure is rarely generous. Step number 4, become the observer. Zoom out. See the whole highway, not just your car. See the whole meeting, not just your ego. See the whole system, not just the threat. When perspective widens, your nervous system widens. And when that happens, you regain choice. Now let's talk about arguments. An argument is a prime example of this happening in action. Have you ever watched 2 people argue and genuinely you could not figure out who the bigger idiot was? Back and forth, back and forth. Victim, victimizer, victim, victimizer, switch, switch again. By the way, I write lots of articles on the victim-victimizer cycle. I will have a link to that in the show notes and description below. Anyways, that argument is not a communication issue. That argument is two dysregulated nervous systems trying to win. When someone is in a fight or flight, they cannot hear you. They cannot access logic. They are inside the story. And here's the part people don't like. You cannot regulate someone who does not want to regulate. I'm going to repeat this because it's really important. You cannot regulate someone who does not want to regulate. And usually when an argument is going on and it's escalating, you cannot regulate someone. They just won't listen. But you can model it. You can embody it, but you cannot force it. Two activated nervous systems create combustion, not clarity. Let's make this practical. Traffic. Traffic reveals everything. I grew up watching serious road rage. My father would explode at drivers who didn't even know he existed. My younger brother, ironically, is a traffic engineer. He knows exactly how roads are designed to function, and he hates traffic. He has serious road rage. Why? Because he knows more, and he expects everyone else to know what he knows. When they don't, he takes it personally. That is dysregulation. It personalizes neutral events. It turns inconvenience into insult. It turns someone made a mistake into they're an idiot and this should not be happening. Oh, wait a second. There's that word, should. That is entitlement, and urgency exposes it fast. If you want to build regulation, practice in traffic. And I laugh because that is the perfect place to practice emotional regulation. When you practice in traffic, try zooming out. See the entire highway. Notice how quickly you make it about you. Then widen and widen even more. That's the muscle. Now scale this to the boardroom. An acquisition is under pressure. Deadline shift. Emails shorten. Tone tightens. One executive over controls. Another withdraws. Another over functions. And another one panics quietly. Nobody calls it dysregulation. They call it intensity. But intensity without regulation narrows thinking. And narrowed thinking costs money. Control is often just fear wearing a suit. And entitlement under pressure erodes enterprise value quietly. Here's something sharper. Regulation is not always welcome. In cultures built on urgency, calm feels threatening. In environments fueled by reactivity, an observer looks disruptive. A regulated presence exposes chaos, and not every system wants to see itself clearly. Trust me. But clarity is where power lives. So if you're asking this frequently asked question that I get when I speak on stages, how do I emotionally regulate? Start small. Notice, allow, interrupt, observe, repeat. And guess what? You will fail. You will react. You will send the email you shouldn't send. Oh, there's that word again. Regulation is not perfection. It's repetition, just like being in the gym. And the more you expand your internal perspective, the less you need to control the external world. This is the deeper thread of my work. I study human patterns under pressure. I've done it all of my life. I study it in leaders, in teams, in systems. I speak on this. I consult on this because when one person widens perspective, the entire room shifts. And when the room shifts, decisions shift. If you want the full written framework, the blog article is linked below in the show notes and the description. And if you're interested in bringing this conversation into your organization or onto your stage, you can visit my speaking page, which is also linked in the show notes and description below. By the way, you are not stressed. You're just simply dysregulated. And now you know what to do. All right, that's my episode for today. I trust that you found it helpful. If you know someone who could benefit from this, please share it with them. And until next time, I will see you next time on the Kathie Owen Perspective.